Craptastic. Yeah, baby. Good cat, Stanley. Hey, Mom, I got some chocolate mint cookies.
Oh, really?
You want to try one?
Yes, that sounds like a treat.
Oh. Being a human is stupid. I hate it. I need to put on some lip balm. Oh, man. This is gonna be a fun one. You gotta be consistent. However that looks, however I show up, I gotta keep showing up. There's they're peppermint chocolate cookies. So we'll see, Ma. There's a 50% chance that they'll be good or not. If they're not, I won't ever buy them again. Freaking stupid energy. Where's the dumb moon? Is it in Taurus? Oh my gosh. I'm supposed to be doing a talk and I can't stop crying. Okay. Just because I'm sad. I'm perpetually sad. Eat your cookie. I'm freaking sad all the time. Everything makes me sad. Being an empath is stupid. Get out of there. People say, I'm empath. I'm empath. No, you ain't. You ain't empath. If you empath, you couldn't watch the freaking, you couldn't handle the suffering in the world. You couldn't handle it.
I can just transmute it. I can just shut it off, all the negative vibrations. I just shut them off. I ignore them. I just shut them off. Nope, they're not there. They're not going to get me. I vibe too far above it.
Spiritual bypassing little bitches. They haven't had no real life. People that show up like that keep coming back until you suffered in a little bit more. Because you ain't suffered enough.
If you that perky,
you ain't. Or you didn't get all your cognitive parts back after you disassociated. You know what parts I didn't get back after the first time I've disassociated? I've disassociated so many times. I don't even know. I couldn't even there's not a count. You know? Just like sitting in class and just like zoning out. That's disassociation. Everything they talk about is stupid. It doesn't have anything to do with me. I don't live. I never got to live like the people that lives in these books that they make us study and then they tell us to be like them. Hi, welcome to my tube. My name is Marge. I'm a Heyoka empath. I like having talks on the way I feel about things. It keeps me grounded. I was thinking today that this incarnation is supposed to teach me that people need people. Because the first part of my life, I was all about, I could do it by myself. Just let me do it by myself. I don't need nobody. I'm not here to make friends. I said that for years when I lived in Omaha. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to get through my 6-year enlistment, to go to college, and do what I got to do to take care of my mom. And that's what I did. I called today's talk Life on Life's Terms because it's something I've always had a hard time with, because there's people that they say, this is how it is. This is how things are. And you just need to accept it and live with it. But there's better ways to live. There's much, much better ways for more people to live. But we're not allowed. We're not allowed. I just had another heartbreaking experience today, and I had to let go of something else yet again. The dogs are okay. Mom's okay. Stanley's good. It's just more. You know? It's like I watch other people live with their families, and they grow up and bad things happen, and people come around them and they hold them and they hug them and they say, I know it hurts, I know it's painful, but one day it'll hurt less, it'll suck less, but there's people there to support them and carry them through these hard times. And I have never in my life had that. And I've had all this stuff I've carried myself through. I've carried myself through without trying to get too angry, too mad about stuff, too resentful. Try not to be jealous of people for the things they have. Try to be happy for them. And as I get older, because it just gets harder, it wears on me. And when things happen, I don't know how much one person's heart can break before it just dissolves. I keep praying. I've been praying for years. God, please send people in my life that I can count on as much as they can count on me. Please, please. I can't do this alone. I can't carry the weight of the sadness that I feel from the freaking collective energy. I need other people in my life, and I'm admitting it because I feel like he wants me to admit that, because I've been so stubborn for so long that I could do it myself. I could do it all by myself, and I think that stems from me not wanting to be powerless from being raped when I was a 10-month-old baby. That I didn't, because I never wanted to be a baby. I hated identifying as a woman because I didn't want to be weak. Because I just watched my mom just get beat up time and time again. And it wasn't until I was older in life that I recognized she wasn't weak. She had a strength that people don't recognize unless they got that strength in themselves. And I couldn't understand that until I got that strength in myself. And I just, I don't want to live. I just want to live how I want to live. And, I'd rescue them all. I'd rescue them all if I could. I'd rescue all the cats and dogs, and, just spend my days living like that. But universe hasn't opened it up, the possibility of that happening. Maybe it will. There was a positive exchange today. We all get a chance. That's the thing, is like, I learned a lot of valuable things when I was in recovery for freaking a number of years. And I'm still in recovery. I'm trying to recover every day. I'm trying to recover every single day. See, because I love oblivion and I love booze, and it's the devil. And it's cute if you're one of those that can just drink one and put it down at a party and not even keep track of where you put your drink, and oh, it makes me feel funny. If you're one of those, I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to the people that have obsession of craving, that once they stop drinking, no matter the consequences that show up in their life, they can't stop. I'm talking to those people, because I'm one of those. That's why I don't drink. Because my life, when I drank, I'm living for myself. There's no Christ consciousness, heart space in that. Because my life isn't just about my life. It's the care. It's about the care and the comfort of my mom, too. So, I just, life on life turns. I just always struggled because I go into a situation and it's like, the world has changed so much. It's people change their mind. It's like, okay, this is the original agreement, and then you agree on this, and then all of a sudden, there's an imbalance because I'm having to put up with more shit than I should have to. But that's what I do, is people see me as a subservient being because I don't want no problems. I just want to live my life and take care of my mom and my dogs, and I don't want no problems. But the positive thing that happened today is when I first moved here, I had a couple of run-ins with the dog catcher. And I ran into her today, and I got to make an amends. Those suck. They're hard to do. It's not easy to do, but see, that's the thing is, I can't just talk about doing stuff on this channel. I have to live it and then tell people how I live it, and then maybe they can say, well, shit, if she can do it, I can do it. And maybe they'll have a courage to make an amends one day, and somebody that because things aren't going to change, see, because there's so many hurt people, and there's more people that aren't sorry. There's more people that aren't sorry. And so you got all these hurt people going around just, God, nobody cares. It's just, life is so painful. And, and people that have caused harm to people, that you got to, if you, in order to live your life different, you got to come back different. And doing things that are uncomfortable. So the next time you go and you're going to spew some hate on somebody, take that pause and think, am I willing to make an amends for this? Save yourself the trouble. Just keep your mouth closed. Turn around, walk away. Stop adding ugly into the world. So I ran into her today. And I got to say, before we conduct our business, what I initially want to say to you is, I've met you in the past and I have been unkind to you, and I'm not trying to be that person anymore. I'm trying to be a different person. I'm trying to be less angry about things. I don't think she's ever had anybody give her an amends before. She was sincerely grateful. And she looked nice. Her uniform looked good. She got a good new uniform. Her uniform looked good. And we conducted our business and went on my way, and I told her about my idea before I went on my way. And my idea is, where I live is a really touristy place, and a lot of people want to come here. It's a spiritual place. It's a little bit of everything here. You can get a little bit of whatever you want here in Taos, New Mexico, and people spend a lot of resources to be here. And there's 24 universities with veterinarian schools. And I would like to see a cooperative started, and maybe I could initiate that. Maybe it could start here in Taos, New Mexico, because I told her about my idea. And she said, who could help you with that is my boss. And she could have just been blowing me off, but I'd be willing to write letters to these universities, as long as, the county could provide. I mean, housing is crap here, but thy will, thy will, not mine, be done, Lord. And but to have a house, like a 3 or 4 bedroom house, and to invite like some people that graduated from veterinarian school, have them come here and live for like a year, you know, and just do spay and neuters in the community. Just spay and neuters. That's it, nothing else. Right? And then we could have, and then like maybe, you know, they have this facilities there, so all we needed, it would be a place to board them, and then they can, you know, work their 8-hour shifts rotation, and they could just do them freaking, you know, you could have veterinarians doing them on swing shift, because it's heartbreaking, the animal situation, and I know this is like this in rural communities everywhere. We don't have emergency vets here. It's devastating. To go 2 hours, and I'm so spoiled because I lived in Omaha. We had great pet care. We had everything. You see, that's the bonus about living in big cities. But then you gotta put up with their government and crap like that, and, you know. And God, I ain't never freaking lived in reindeer games. I'm not good because I know how people want me to act, and a lot of times, how they want me to act, it's uncomfortable. I don't want to act like that. And when I act like me, you know, the whole world just says, "Oh, just be yourself." You can't lose if you're just yourself, right? Well, I've been by myself, and people just, I'm an INFJ, man. I go into a situation where I need something from somebody, and I ask for it, and it's like it's like they can read me too, and it's just like, I'm gonna make her dance. I know she's capable of doing a lot of things, so I'll give her what she wants, but I'm gonna make her dance like a puppet first. And there's too many people in society that have power to make people dance, and it's mean. There's just too much mean and ugly in this world, man. And I'm so hopeful that it'll change. Maybe it will in my lifetime, maybe it won't. I was just listening to Rasa Leela Healing, or whatever his channel is, and he you know, the astrologers keep saying it, but the thing is people have free will. You know, go ahead, Vinny. And they could have been rising above their astrology and not living from their shadow aspects this whole time. Go. Find where you want to be. Find where you want to be. Go ahead, get a drink. Good boy. I know that's what you want. I know that's what you want. Yeah. Good boy, Benno. So I go into a situation, and, you know, and then they make me go through ringers, and, you know, if you want me to do that, would you like me to do this too? Because I'm always coming up with extra, and get out of there. You don't need to be in here. Well, that was a good thing. So maybe that'll change some karma for me after making my amends to Linda, I think is what her name is. So maybe, I don't know, man. I'm trying to be good to people. You know, I try to help people out whenever I can, and freaking life just keeps saying, "Okay, how you gonna act after this? And are you still not mad, Marge? Are you still not mad?" It's just like, it's tough. It is super tough for me being nacho neurotypical, man. Yeah. So, I don't know. Maybe if people want to pray for me, that's cool. I could always use all the help I could get. You know, I hate getting upset like this. Mom worries. And I know it's just the energy. Whatever, you know, I know it's just the energy, and this will pass, and I just got to talk through it, and I just am tired of being sad. Man, I know I wouldn't, if I had more people in my life, real people, like, let's go hang out, let's go take pictures, let's go do this, let's go.
Fucking people aren't even worth hanging out with.
Not where I'm at. There is no kind of sense of urgency where I live. People in no hurry. There's no. It's like they're already living in their own dimension. They already are. So I got all these coping skills because I've been learning. Because I've been uncomfortable in my own skin my whole life. But what I learned is that when I'm uncomfortable, what I can do is get into action. There's always something that can be cleaned. There's always something that can be... When I feel powerless, that is how I can step into my power and do things that I can control. I've been lifting my weights like crazy. Curious as to what the body transformation, fast forward in spring, I'll feel pretty good about myself. There's a lot of people that just, God, they're so ugly just because they don't feel good about themselves, man. They're not, where I live, freaking obesity is such a freaking, it's just, people just got, and I was happy to hear that the landlady today said that she's working with this one of the gyms in town, and the lady that runs the gym, she's a nutritionist too, and she does a good thing by helping people with that and stuff like that. And so I said, people are at a crossroads right now. They're either going to delve into the things that make them comfortable, that can numb them up, that make them feel better. They're going to just jump in wholeheartedly more towards that, To a lot of people, it's working, being a workaholic. A lot of people, it's just power, just like taking things from other people. It makes them feel good. Whatever it is, people, their drug of choice in life, whether it's power, proper, whatever, sex, all that human stuff, all that stuff that you got to answer for in the net when you pass on, but that's okay. Answer for it. I knew about that stuff. I've had too many near-death experiences to not know about and believe in that stuff. That I'm not living my life for this life. This life has just always been hard for me. It's always been uncomfortable. It's always been emotionally, physically, very, very painful. And so I'm trying to do all the right I can in this life for the next one. And it ain't easy for me to keep my mouth closed and just go along with things, with my placements. Every day we get an opportunity, we have free will. Am I going to live as, this is my astrology and these are potentials, how I'm going to act every day, or am I going to live above that and not respond? Because that's where I found the only power that I have is whether I'm going to freaking spout my mouth off or just keep it closed and keep the peace. And the older I get, I just want to keep the peace, man. Because the more I spout my mouth off, that freaking comes back to me. And I'll be good. Santa's never freaking delivered me a Christmas present. And people tell me that I'm supposed to believe in that. I ain't never got a Christmas present from Santa Claus. Santa's not real. I'm so tired of that lie. Santa Claus is psychop. Santa the psychop. Get him young to be obedient, and then, then that way the grown-ups can practice lying to their kids too. So everybody wins, right? In Santa Claus land. Man. What's all that about? So I've been thinking a lot about this, like, transgender stuff. Because there is a point. I mean, there have been points in times that I want, but it's like it's what human nature does. I think it has more to do with the grass is always greener mentality. I think transgender does. I mean, people want to try. I mean, they're not comfortable living life how they're living. So, logically, if you live life the opposite, that maybe that you'll find some happiness and joy because you see the people they get all the benefits and the bonuses and, I personally believe that, I've been in males in previous incarnations, lots of them, and I did a lot of terrible, all the gross, nasty things that men do. I did it all. And then universe said, no, you're gonna freaking get all the karma in this lifetime. Because I stood up there, I said, just let me have it. I can handle it, I can take it, and I'll do it all by myself too. My spirit, oh my spirit. And now I've yield. Now I have yield to the fact that people need people. I need people in my life. I need relationship. I need hugs. I need people. And being more open to that, That's what I've always it's like I'm uncomfortable living like this, so what do I got to do? Okay, I got to make a change here. I got to make a change there. I got to make a change here, and it's just it's hard being a human being. It's hard being a spiritual being having a human experience. It's very difficult, It's easy to succumb. Hey, Ahmad. Yeah, that's what I do. I mean, every other day I'm doing the floors around here. I mean, I'm always doing something. Always doing. There's always something to do. But I'm still not living comfortably. I'm more comfortable. We're more comfortable. We got the gas bill today. Man, see, that's the thing is we gotta buy all those electric vehicles with the utility logo on the side of it too. Freaking inflation is just a word as far as I'm concerned, man. Economics are a made-up reindeer game, and they just like making people suffer. That's the reality of it, is people like to watch people suffer. And then that way they can pay themselves extra to say, but we care, so we're here to help. Their system's too broken to help people. They're not even trying to help people anymore. They're just totally living for themselves. Now we're coming in. I don't think this Christmas season is going to be rad for a lot of people. Me and Mom don't do Christmas. I just like lights. That's why I get this, is because I like the lights. Mom likes the lights too, huh, Ma?
Yeah.
Yeah? We both like the lights. How you doing today, Ma?
I'm doing good.
You doing good?
Yeah.
Yeah? Always going down that gratitude list. Mom and I, we did laps. I was weepy today, and she's like, come on, Margie. Let's go walk around the yard. Okay, Mom. And she sees me sad, and she gives me hugs. She doesn't want me to be sad. I don't want to be sad. And there's so many misconceptions out there. And this is how I see things on my channel. It's how I see things. And I don't have the same frame of reference that a lot of people do. So, of course, I'm not going to have people listen to what I have to say too much because I'm so far out there. I've lived in a world that hasn't existed. Because the majority of my life is based on stories that just don't happen. And I got a lot of them. And see, people can't even fathom some of the things, It's like one of the things happened that would suck. Not that, all of it. All of it. So I know there's other people out there. I know there's people out there that are struggling, and maybe they're not so articulate. Maybe they don't know how to express how they feel as much. And maybe, it's just easier to stay mad because nobody's going to understand you anyway. one of the reasons why I do these talks is I will find people that understand. So I will keep putting my words out there. And if we fit our algorithm, then we shall meet. If our algorithms, algorithm of the cave, that's what makes the algorithm is what makes people look at, what people are into makes reality. And people are into some weird stuff. And I don't even know how it kind of trips me out. I watch Space Observers every day, and Ben's been putting out like 2 videos a day, sometimes 3, and you could tell. Well, that's why I was telling the landlord today. I said a lot of people are coming to a crossroads. People are either going to go into more of their addictions and all that stuff to make themselves feel better and deny their disciplines in life, or they're going to become more disciplined and health oriented. So I was happy to hear that she was choosing the health, But, I don't know. There's just a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of stuff going on everywhere. There's a lot of people going through stuff. So many people, and going through just pain. Just the level of pain and hurt. Just from people losing people. I mean, one lady I know, she lost her brother and her mom in this year. And there's just so much. I lost my sister. My other friend lost her, 14-year-old boy. Son, twin. And there's just everywhere you go. And then I went to Walmart today, and a guy was doing an errand for me. He went and got me one of those Rokus, so Mom and I can watch shows if she wants at bedtime and stuff. Like, she likes to watch Golden Girls in my phone, but now I can just play it on the TV. So there was a guy that walked out of Walmart, and he had 2 sacks in his hand, and there was one item in both sacks. And that one item in both sacks was a gallon, one of those gallons of Jose Cuervo tequila. It was a trip. I saw him, and he pulled in front of me. He had an old truck. He was like painted in camouflage and stuff, And I'm just like, man, that guy has a lifetime full of pain. And if only he knew that he could not have to feel that way. All he has to do is stop drinking that shit. Like, his life could be different. It could be better. I mean, today I'm not the best example of this, but even my worst days sober are better than my best days when I was drinking. So, I mean, I thought I was having a good time and fun, but I was just tearing my body apart and lying to myself. And I'm not good at lying to myself. I struggle with that, I'm tired of telling myself, it's okay. No, it's not, because my heart is broken. Again. Yeah, I know it's going to be okay, but I got to get through the pain again. And I just know this process, and I know, and the best thing I can do is just, that's what happens is pain changes people. It changes people, and then they get ugly because it hurts. And then they act out in the world, and they don't help. They hinder. They don't help people. They become the hinderers. And I don't want to be a hinderer in life. I don't want to be more of the same. So, every day I try to get out of myself. And it's weird, because it's like the fear in me, it grows. The fear is like, and I'm trying not to, I'm not scared. Just handle your business. You're safe. You're fine. And it just takes more energy and more effort to transmute fear. And then you think I'd sleep good at night with all this transmutation all day long. And that hasn't been the case. But this is what life is, This is what life is. I like the beautiful parts. I'm ready for more of the beautiful parts. They postponed the opening of the John Dunn Bridge until like the end of February or something like that. Like anybody believed that they were gonna freaking finish their shit on time. Everything's contracts now, man. The Bros Club has just like, it is so different than the world I grew up with, and you know, all this stuff that they're like shoving in people's faces, they're shoving down people. This is gonna be your new future, whether you like it or not. We're gonna shove the AI and the transhumanism and the transgender and this. Where's the humanity in all that? You know, I hated myself for years because society and churches and everybody were telling people how, you know, being gay is a sin. So I hated myself because they told me I was a sinner. So for years, and then it took me years I'm like, no, I'm not going to let somebody tell me that I'm a bad person because of who I love. And now it's like they're taking it to extreme and things are just getting weird and gross. And I ain't even for that shit. So, it ain't cool. Kirstie Alley died at 71. See, all the rituals. It's like, have your good long life, you know. But when your number's up, you're done. These people don't die of natural causes. I wonder if Zach's gonna do his. He was live earlier. I was not in the mood to listen. But I was happy to hear from my buddy Nate. That's those stupid vape pens things. The butter with the weed pens. That's what all that stuff is from. Oh, no, you know what else it is? That's what happens. I don't drink coffee very often. And this morning, I hadn't had any, because I don't drink coffee. Nope, I'm wound up enough. So I drink decaf, and today's the first day I had a cup and I put creamer in it. So that's like creamer too, because it's just not even real stuff. It's not even real ingredients. It's just more. I do it too. I'm not 100% freak. I was thinking about that because I'm trying to cut down my sugar, and because I eat these can of cookies because they make me feel better. And then I can relax and my body comes down to a place where my mind doesn't have to fight my pain threshold, constantly telling me, you're fine, you're okay, because I'm just ready for something to happen. You know? And I ain't trying to make nothing happen either. But gosh, man, life just throws some just BS. It does. Some people get more than other people. Some people, man, they're just living a charmed life, you know. They're given everything. They're handed everything. They're always taken care of. It doesn't matter if they're a junkie, a scumbag, a freaking lying, thieving, cheating scoundrel. It don't matter. People that find support. I'm just like, man, I guess I don't suck enough. But this too shall pass. It is what it is. I hate that saying because it's true. I hate it. It took me years to accept that. I accept it now. It is what it is. It's about all I got for now. Hope you have a rad day. Peace.